beautiful students. How are you today? Hope that you are pretty fine. Well, let's continue with certain situations that we are going to be having today. Let's continue with some specific topics that are going to be pretty interesting. We are going to be practicing pronunciation. Maybe this topic is not new for you, but we need to remember some things. We need to practice. We need to remind some topics in order that you can be able to use them, if I can say it in that way, in a correct way, because this is going to be about pronunciation. For that reason, let's start with this that I have here for you today. So here we go. Let me show you this that I'm going to be having today. And let's start. On your marks, ready, set, and go. Welcome to your next English class. Hope that you are having a great day. And here you go. First of all, one more time, I would like to say, oh, it is so good to see you again, my friends, really. And welcome back. Oh, Angie, what are we going to be learning today? Let me show you this. Let's continue with on your marks. Ready, set, and go. Oh my goodness, what are we going to be having? I'm all ears, Angie. I'm ready. Oh, hope that you are ready because we are going to be working with this. Chan. What are we going to be having? Let me teach you this. First of all, seguimos con la excelente actitud, ¿verdad? Eso es todo bien, chavos. Okay, let's start talking about this very important topic because it is pretty important that we can use the pronunciation of the regular verb in the correct way, okay? We are going to be talking a little bit more about this topic. As I was telling you at the beginning of the class, maybe you already know about this topic. Maybe this is the first time that you are going to be learning about this topic. But as we are going to be talking about pronunciation, and also we were talking about ing and ed adjectives, we need to take care of the pronunciation of the words, in this case verbs, also adjectives that are going to be ending with an ed letters. And let me tell you that maybe, as you know, we are going to have 3 sounds for regular verbs, okay? We are going to have the sound d, the sound t, and the sound it or et, depending, okay? So we are going to be having played, walked, and decided. Oh, that sounds easy, Angie. Is that all? No, my beautiful. No, my handsome. This is just the beginning of what we are going to be having today, okay? And as I was telling you, this is going to be pretty useful not only for regular verbs in past, but also for your adjectives ending with ed, okay, in order to have a correct pronunciation in all the places. For that reason, here you go. On your marks, right, set and go. Okay, Angie, how can I pronounce the past tense of regular verbs? Oh, the past tense of regular verbs. Here we go with that. As you know, we are going to be having 3 sounds, it, t, and d. No 3 letters, 3 sounds, okay? We are going to be talking today about sounds. And we are going to be having this verb, for example, it, wanted, por eso ves que te he puesto tanto trabalenguas de que a ver, este trabalenguas y a ver esta, a ver el otro, porque te van a servir bastante, sobre todo ahorita con el que es escupidito, and okay, very well, wanted, kissed, loved, 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 kissed. And let's talk about this. So, for the first thing that I need to tell you is this. No sé dónde poner mi cara, aquí está, ok. Hoy me voy a ir lento para que vaya quedando, ok? So, this is going to be pretty amazing. And let me tell you that the pronunciation of words and in the pronunciation of words, not the pronunciation only of verbs, not the pronunciation only of adjectives. No, the pronunciation of words ending in ed depends on the final consonant sound. Okay, remember the final consonant sound. And as I was mentioning, you are going to be having 3 ways to pronounce ed at the end of our word. In English, it could be it, t, or d. Yes, Angie, that sounds great. That sounds easy. But how I'm going to know which word and which word is not going to have these sounds? Here you go. Let me tell you that you are going to have voiced and voiceless letters and sounds. And let me tell you, voiced sound, you are going to be having a voiced sound when it uses the vocal cords and they produce a vibration or humming sound in the throat. But you need to fill your throat in order to know this, okay? So, vas a tener 2 tipos de sonidos, los sonoros y los insonoros. ¿Cuáles son los insonoros? Los que no producen una vibración en tus cuerdas vocales aquí en tu garganta. Los sonoros van a ser aquellos que van a estar produciendo una vibración cuando tú estás hablando. Una resonancia, ¿no? Por así decirlo. That's what we are going to be having. Y mira, nada más. Vamos a ir tocando y vas a ir sintiendo. No quiero cómo se pronuncia la letra, que digas L, N, R, G, V, S, Z, B, M. No, that's the pronunciation of the word. That is how we are going to be pronouncing the word. No, I don't want that. I want the sound that each letter is going to be producing. And in this case, the sound is going to be Oh, there is a vibration on your throat. There is a vibration. Vibration. Them is vibration. Vibration. Is use, use, z, z, z. Vibration. Ah, ya está de cajón. Z, 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 z. Mm, 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 mm. Vibration. So, if you have a final consonant that is voiced, you are going to pronounce it with this sound. Oye, Angie, pero todas terminan en ED. Es que no quiero tu pasado simple del verbo. ¿Sale? A mí el que me interesa no es este pasado. Me interesa la última consonante. Cold. Cold. Clean. Cleaned. No clean it, call it, offer it. No. Cold. Cleaned. Offered. Damaged. Loved. Used. Amazed. Roved. Claimed. Okay. Be careful. You don't need to care about the sound of the ed. No, that is going to be the part of the verb that is going to be showing you that that is in past. What you need is the consonant before of the ed. And you need to be very careful, because if that consonant causes a vibration, so the sound that you are going to have at the end is the cold, cleaned, offered, damaged, loved, used, amazed, robbed, claimed, the sound D, okay, in order to create the correct sound of the verb. But also, let me tell you that you are going to be having another situation. These are the voice. Excellent. These are the voiced. These are the voiced consonant, okay? But now in the other side, in the other hand, we are going to be having the voiceless consonant. And they are not going to be producing a vibration or a humming sound in the throat. For example, I don't want to say P, K, F, G, H, S, H, C, H, S, S, or double S, C, X. No, that is the pronunciation of the letter, right? What I do really need is the sound of each consonant, or the sound of each letter. And we are going to be having, oh, it is not there is not a vibration. 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 No vibration. No vibration. No vibration. No vibration. Not vibration on in your throat. So, as these are the letters that are not going to have a vibration, you need to pronounce the words that ends with ed with the sound T. Forget about the ed of the past. What you do really need to focus on is in the last consonant. Obviously, I'm not paying attention to the H because it doesn't sound alone, right? Sometimes, so we need to have together. CH. It's like, I cannot tell you only the letter C. No, because together they are going to be having a specific sound. No te puedo decir, quítale la H porque no suena y nada más vete con la C. No, porque la C con la H sí suena, la H ahí solita no suena, pero la C con la H sí hacen un sonido específico. Igual no te puedo decir, la última consonante, el sonido de la H, pero como la H, acuérdate que en el inglés sí puede ser sonora o insonora. Pero aquí, como no sabemos si es sonora o insonora, te agarras a la otra de al lado. Y ya cuando tú tienes una H con lo que quieras, una S, una C, una G, producen un sonido en específico. Entonces las unimos, ¿no? Actually, the letter S, the letter C, and X. How you are going to be pronouncing this? Helped, looked, sniffed, laughed, washed, watched, kissed, danced, fixed. Okay. Be careful. Remember, voiced consonants, they are going to be having the final sound like D. Voiceless consonants, they are going to be having the sound T at the end. Okay. There is another rule. Now, what happens if I have a verb that ends with the consonant T or with the consonant D? Oh, in this case, all the verbs that are going to be ending with a letter T or with a letter D are going to have this sound, it. Wanted, needed, wanted, needed. Okay, that is going to be like an exception for the rules. All the verbs, all the words that are going to be ending with ed, but before the ed, you can find a letter T or a D, a sound of T or a D sound. Ooh, you are going to be having the pronunciation it, okay? So that's the reason why you are going to be having three sounds. The sound D for the voiced consonants. T, 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 t for the voiceless consonants. It for the words, the verbs that ends with T or with D. Okay, those are the three rules. But wait a minute, handsome. Wait a minute, beautiful. Actually, we are going to be having something extra, okay? Angie, what happens if I have a vowel or a vowel sound at the end of my verb? That's a super good question. You know why? Because the words that end in a vowel sound, if you have a word that ends with a vowel sound, so you are going to need to use, you are going to be needing to use the sound D, okay? For example, follow. Ay, pero termina en W. Ah, sí, pero la W suena como U. Follow. Follow. Ah, entonces vamos a irnos con el sonido de la D. Followed. Enjoy. Enjoyed. Play. Played. Try. Tried. Okay. All the verbs that ends with the vowel sound, don't worry like, oh my goodness, I need a new sound or a new rule. No, please, come on, don't worry. All the verbs or adjectives or words that ends with ed, with the vowel sound, you are going to be making use or the pronunciation D. Okay. I hear you have some examples. For example, wanted, needed, helped, looked, washed, laughed, breathed, kissed, danced, fixed, The sound of the letter T needs to exist at the end, okay? Helped, looked, washed, laughed, breathed, kissed, danced, fixed, okay? In order that we can know that you are speaking in past tense, helped, looked, watched, laughed, breathed, kissed, danced, fixed, okay? And now you have the voiced sounds that are going to be generating a vibration in your throat. And for that reason, you are going to be making use of the sound T, cold, cleaned, offered, damaged, loved, used, followed, enjoyed, amazed. And remember that if you are going to be having some verbs that ends like with a vowel or with a vowel sound, we are going to be having the pronunciation D of the letter D. Okay. Now, let me show you this video that I have here for you. I believe that this is going to be helping you a lot to get what we are talking about. My goodness, I don't really need to work with this volume. It's okay, don't worry, don't worry. We are going to continue. Something happened with my video in my PowerPoint presentation, but now we are going to be having it here, okay? Let me make it bigger. And here you go.
Position of the suffix ed determines its sound.
Oh.
Ed is used to represent the past.
Past.
My name's Ed. You can call me Ed, or you can call me D, or you can call me T.
Oh.
What sound will ed make? How do we know? The dead Ted strategy.
The dead Ted strategy.
When a root word ends with D or T, these two letters join ed. Land, landed. Start, started. Applaud, applauded.
It's the pass, Ray Allen.
The whisper strategy. When a whispered sound ends a root word, ed joins the word and a whispered t is heard. The whispered letters are K, CK, C, F, S, X, and P, SH, CH, and PH. K, F, S, X, P, Sh, Ch, F. Kick, kicked. ED makes the T sound. Pump, pumped. ED makes the T
with
sound. Pitch, pitched. ED makes the T sound. The noisy strategy.
Noisy strategy.
When a noisy sound ends a root word, ed joins the word and a noisy D is heard. If the ending letter is heard with your voice, then ed as D is the choice. Roar, roared. Ed makes the D sound. Chew, chewed. Ed makes the D sound. Sneeze, sneezed. Ed makes the D sound.
Z.
The popular suffix ed comes last to represent an action past. Find the letters that end the word to choose which ed sound is heard.
Excellent. So those are going to be some of the rules that we can be following. Actually, this is an easy video where you can be listening to the pronunciation, but from another voice, not only Miss Angie's voice. For that reason, let's continue here. Oh my goodness, is it going to be difficult? Take it easy. So, 3 sounds, but what you need to do is to start practicing, because sometimes for us it is going to be a kind of complicated sometimes, not all the times. Some sounds with the t or with the d. And for that reason, we are going to be having this situation here. Let me share with you my amazing screen that is here. Excellent, here it is. Let's make it bigger. Let's start with this. The pronunciation of words ending, the pronunciation of words, not only verbs. This is for everything, okay, for everything. Teacher, are we coming back to the past? No, it is not only for a past, for tense. We are not speaking, or we are not talking only about simple past tense. No. Actually, yes, we are going to be having the main points that are the verbs, but also remember that this is going to be not only for verbs, but for other words that ends with ed. Okay, for that reason, it's important that if there are going to be other words that end with ed, well, we know how to pronounce them. And for that reason, let me tell you that the pronunciation of words ending in ed depends on the final consonant, not the final letter, not the final vowel, not the final day, not the final anything. It has to be with the final consonant sound. Consonant sounds, not only the letter, okay? And as we were talking about, there are 3 ways to pronounce ed. For example, T, the letter T comes after P. The sound it comes after T, D, okay? And the sound D comes after all the other consonants, vowels, and also diphthongs, okay? If you cannot find a letter here or a letter here, that means that it's going to be in the letter, well, in the sound D, including the vowels, okay? And diphthongs. Actually, we are going to be talking about diphthongs. Now, you are going to help me with this activity. You are going to be trying to put the following verb into the correct column below. Cook. There is a vibration or no? Excellent. Cooked, cooked, cooked. Because there is not a vibration on your throat, in your throat, okay? Now, prepare, prepare, the, it or t, d, it or t, the, id or t. D, because there is a vibration. Prepare, prepare, prepared. Acuérdate, las que vibran Las que hacen un sonido, una vibración, se van con la D. Las que terminan en T o D se van con el sonido IT. Y las que no vibran para nada se van con la T, como de Tito. Acuérdate siempre, yo me agarro mucho esto de Tito, Tito, Capotito, Tito, 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 Tito. Tiene muchas T's que no vibran, entonces todas las que te van con Tito, 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 Tito empieza con T y no vibra, entonces todas las que no vibran se van a ir con T. Ya sabiendo tú que todas las que no vibran van con T, ya se empieza a aclarar tu vida respecto a qué sonido pongo, qué sonido no pongo. Te voy a dar otra super pista o super tip que te va a servir. Cuando te ves que aquí son tres sonidos, sonido de la D, sonido de ID y sonido de la T. Bueno, ya más o menos sabemos que todos los que no vibran son con la T de Tito, Tito, que no vibra Tito, Tito. Entonces, todas las que sí vibran, todas las que vibran se van a dividir entre la D y la ID. Bueno, aquí te va una super pista o un super tip para que tú sepas cuáles son las que se van con la pronunciación it, que lo vas a escuchar varias veces también como et. Mientras no le pongas una d o una t, tú puedes pronunciarla con it o con et. ¿Ok? Tres sonidos, D, T y D. Bueno, pues las que terminen con esta y con esta letra se van con ID. Ya no tienes que buscarte una nueva regla que, ay, ¿cómo le hago para aprendérmela? Puedes aprendértelo así. Híjole. ID, todas las que terminan con, acuérdate de estos dos sonidos que vas a tener en pasado y con los verbos que terminen con cualquiera de estas dos letras latosas que tienes ahí, se van con el it. ¿Sale? Y ya, todas las que no terminen, que no vibren y que no terminen con sonido de D o de T, entonces todo lo demás se va para la de vocales, diptongos, todo lo que quieras, ¿sale? Oh, prepared, 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 because the letter R, prepared, prepared. Oh, arrive, arrive, arrive. There is a vibration or there is not? There is a vibration. Arrive, arrived. Ah, as the letter V creates a vibration on my throat, you are going to be having the arrived, 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 arrived. Excellent, very good, arrived. Oh, look, with the K, 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 K. There is a vibration or nah, there is not a vibration for that reason. That goes to the T sound. Looked, 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 look, 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 looked, 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 look, look, looked, 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 looked. Excellent. Or that ends with the T. What are you going to do? Wait, wait it, wait it, wait it, wait it, wait it, wait it. No me he trabado. Wait it, wait it, wait y el it, wait it. No vamos a separar el sonido. Wait it, wait it. No, wait it. Lo unes, wait it or wait it, wait it. It's cool. Carry. Ends with, it's a vowel. It is not a consonant. Carry, carry, carry. What happens with the vowels? Remember the rule. What happens with the vowels? carrot, carrot, carry, carrot, 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 carrot with the sound d, d, d. Carrot, carrot, carrot. Oh, with the letter S. That ends with the letter S. Because there is going to be a vibration. Close, close. It's vibrating. It is vibrating. Closed, 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 closed. Yes, oh, closed. The door is closed. La puerta está cerrada. Y si te das cuenta, ahí no lo estoy usando closed. No lo estoy usando como verbo, sino como adjetivo. No, cerrada. La puerta está cerrada. The door is closed. Closed. Play. Play. Vowel sound. Play. Play. What could it be? Exactly. Plate. 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 Yes, plate. Excellent. Love. 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 Loved. 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 Loved with D at the end. Love. Loved. 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 Excellent, because the letter B is going to be producing or having a vibration in our throat. Loved, loved. Oh, insist, insist, insist. Ends with the sound, with the sound of the letter T. Insist, insist. Insisted, insisted, or insisted, insisted, or insisted, insisted, or insisted. That's cool. That's great. Talk, 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 talked, 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 talked. Excellent. Talked, talked, talked. Excellent. Talked, talked. With the letter T, tucked. Because the letter K, or the sound of the letter K, is not producing a vibration. Excellent. Rain, 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 rain. There is a vibration. There is a vibration. Rain, rain, rain. Excellent. Rain, rain. With the letter D, exactly. Rained, 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 rained. With the letter D, 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 D. Invite, invite, invite. Exactly, with the D, D, E, D. Invited, 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 or invited, invited. Excellent. And the same, post, post, post. What is it going to be the final sound? Exactly. Posted, 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 posted. Excellent. Posted. Good. Or posted, posted. Help, help, help. Helped, helped. Because the letter P doesn't sound helped, 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 helped. Start, start. Started, started, started or started. Show, show, show. It has like a U vowel sound. Show, show, show. Exactly, that comes with the letter D. Showed, 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 showed with the letter D. Double S. Cross, cross, cross. Es que una cosa es la Z, Z, Z. Solamente una S suena vibrando. Z, Z, Z. Cuando tienes una doble S, no va a vibrar. Cross, 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 crossed, 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 crossed. Ok. Ya llegamos a esa dudita. Solo una S sí vibra. Dos S no van a vibrar. Imagínate, doble vibración. Zzz. Oh, careful. Answer, answer, answer. Actually, with the D sound, answered, 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 answered. Oh, what do you think about this? Do you think that it is easy or difficult? And we are going to be having more that are going to be helping you a lot, okay? So you are going to be helping me now. You are going to be practicing with these exercises, but also I have a final one for you that is going to be this.
Here are the words.
Well, this is going to be having sound, okay? Now, what you are going to be doing? Well, you need to make as many sentences as you can, but using these verbs, okay? You need to make as many sentences as you can using these verbs, because you are going to be practicing pronunciation, but also grammar and also vocabulary. You can listen to the words. Bueno, ahorita, espérame a ver si no está saliendo. Pero ahorita lo volvemos a poner, mira.
Here are the words. Here are the words again. Pushed, cooked, opened, prepared, wanted, arrived, looked, waited, carried, closed, played, loved, insisted, talked, reigned, invited, posted, helped, started, showed, crossed, answered, hated, painted.
Ooh, excellent. Very well. Here you have some examples. He opened the door for me. So with the letter D, opened the door for me. She wanted to go to the cinema. He pushed the car to the garage. Hey. Excellent. You can do it. This exercise is going to be pretty useful for you, really. Now, we are going to continue with a specific rule that is going to be pretty important. For verbs that ends in the sound T or D, remember that you are going to be having it. Now try to read the sentences slowly and practice the sound. Now you are going to be practicing a lot. Yes, I'm sorry. How can you pronounce this one, the first one? Exactly. She accepted the prize. She accepted the prize. Number 2, how can you pronounce the number 2? He voted for her at the election. 3, she invented a new machine. Excellent. She invented a new machine. What about the number 4? Excellent. The dog guarded the house. Number 5. How can you pronounce the number 5? He waited for a long time. Excellent. And what about the number 6? Yes, you decided to leave. Hey, cool. Now, you are going to be helping me here to find the final sound. What is the final sound? Now, try to read each of these verbs and you are going to be answering. What is the final sound that you hear? Obviously, your teacher can help you to pronounce these verbs correctly. Can you use them in a sentence? Of course, that you can use them in a sentence. For example, what is the final sound here? The final sound. To complete. Completed. Want. Wanted. Meant. Mended. Shout. Shout. Excellent. We did it. Lift. Lifted. Knit. Needed. Vote. Voted. Guard. Guarded. Be careful because the final sound is not always the final letter. Complete, want, mend, shout, lift, knit, vote, guard. Here, for example, is not voted, it's vote. It is not the final letter, it's the final consonant sound or the final sound, because remember that if you are going to be having a final vowel sound, oh, that's going to be with the pronunciation D. Here you have some other examples that we can be using in order to practice. Remember T and D, it. Rented, added. All the voiceless sounds or voiceless consonants are going to be with T. Mixed, placed, guessed, breathed, watched, laughed, finished, cooked, jumped. And all the voiced consonants and vowels are going to be here with the letter D. Filled, burned, changed, arrived, closed, followed, enjoyed, amazed. What do you think about this? Actually, you can be practicing with this exercise because practicing is going to be helping you a lot to remember and to work with these sounds, okay? So like, for example, liked, because doesn't sound out with the letter T. Check, checked, excellent. And Ended. Excellent. Want. Wanted. Excellent. Phone. Phoned. Excellent. Arrive. Arrived. Because of this voiceless and voiced sounds. But remember that practice makes perfect, okay? And you need to be practicing a lot in order to get a great pronunciation, not only here with these verbs in past, but also with other different words that you are going to be having and that you are going to be facing. Well, till this moment, do you have any question, any situation? No? Okay, for that reason, we are going to say goodbye, but we are going to continue practicing, okay? Remember that if you have any question on any situation, let me know, and I'm going to be helping you. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.